Hello, Sophie to Sousa here, Sophie Stained Glass. Thank you for joining me today. If this is your first time, you are most welcome, and if you're returning, I thank you for your support. In today's video, I take this, so sad, and produce this. Ah, that's better. So quite a few processes involved in this piece. Sandblasting, cutting a resist, fire polishing, painting, enamelling, shading. So I will be splitting it into two because I think it will end up too long. But I'm very pleased with the results. It looks old, which is what we wanted, which you get from sort of doing a few dots around the place. It's not a bad match for the first one. I know that it's going into a window where it is the only little lion, so it's not like it has to match the other lions, which is always much more forgiving. But yeah, I hope you learn lots and enjoy. So here we have the piece as it has been sent to me, because I'm doing this work for another stained glass studio. They very kindly and sensibly sent me the template because this is incomplete. So I need to cut this red piece of glass to fit their template, match their template. This red glass is what we call flashed glass. It is clear glass with a thin layer of red on top. And to achieve this effect, I have to sandblast through the red layer to get to the clear. Then I have to paint the black outlines, and then I have to do the silver stain. So I'm going to start by cutting my red glass. So this is the flashed glass I'm going to be working with, and I just want to show you how you can tell it's flashed. So you see here, there's a little chip out of it, and what you see is clear glass through it. If you look directly down flashed glass, you can see what the underlying colour is, because although I said to you it's clear, I do actually have some red on blue flashed glass, and then what you would see here is blue with a red flashing. If you look very carefully, you can see which side the flashing's on. Whether or not that's showing up on camera, I don't know. So you have to be careful. So I have to be careful, like I've written flash on this side, because that relates to the flashing on this glass I'm copying. And I can feel it slightly lower where the the body of the animal is. Now this will have been etched with acid. I don't acid etch because it's very dangerous, and you can't really do it on your own. It's too dangerous. So I'm going to sandblast it and then polish fire it. I need to make sure I cut the flashed glass the right way round to copy this piece. Now there is no way I can do this without grinding. So I am going to just draw around it, and then off we're going to go. Right, I may stop here because this is difficult cutting. This is very expensive glass, and I'm going to grind the rest of it. Now that that's been done, I have to make a resist, which is means I cut this shape. It's quite a jolly shape. That's a euphemism for a bit tricky. Cut this. I've got to cut this shape out. Of course, I have to turn it the other way up. This is my resist roll. Usually it goes into my plotter cutter, and I use it. It's a plotter cutter. It's like a printer, but it cuts. So you send your drawing to it, and Bob's your uncle. Now I have to stick this on the flashed side. So this is the flashed side. Push out the bubbles. You can probably see it sort of shrinks up a bit when you heat it, which is and it will sort of work the glue a bit. Now I have to cut this out. I'm going to tape these two together because I'm a bit worried that you know, one false move and I've nudged it. Slightly worried all you're seeing is the back of my head. Yeah, because I'm concentrating very hard. I'm probably thrusting my head into camera. Never mind. Hopefully if I pull back a bit. Woo! You see, it doesn't work. I need to be directly over it. Okay, that was a shame. Okay, so this is the one I've just sandblasted, and that's fine. It's really thick flash, which is a shame because it takes a lot of blasting, and the more you blast, the more likely you are to lose the points, but that's just the way it is. I'm just going to put this piece in. And fire it, and I'm just painting it up. It seems to be, it's a bit strange. So I'm looking at the original and trying to see what side they've painted on. And it seems to be that both the stain and the paint are on the etched side. So I'm wondering if it's not paint, but is not stain, but is yellow paint. Anyway, I'll figure that out on the next firing, because obviously I can't fire them both at the same time because they fire at different temperatures. So I mean, this is terribly messy, but I'm just sort of testing it out really. So off we go. So this piece I have fired on a polish firing, and I fired it up to 700, and although it doesn't bring it up to it doesn't get rid of the frosted look completely, I hope you can see that it's better than that. So and I also painted a bit of this black to check that it could stand 700, which it could. So what I'm going to do now is paint the black on this and fire it to 700, and yeah, then I'll do the yellow. But what I'm going to do first is do a bit of yellow and fire that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the whole process of making the resist, the results of the sandblasting and the results of the fire polish. And next time I'm going to be looking at the yellow enamel. So yes, tune in for the next instalment. Thank you, and please like, comment and subscribe.